like to. Alright. Hey guys, this is RouxViews. Today we're going to be reviewing Battle Los Angeles.
Battle Los Angeles.
Now, I watched this movie a long time ago, and I really liked it. It was one of my favorite movies for a long time, and I just recently rewatched it with my wife, and parts of it held up, parts of it didn't. So I'm going to try to give you a good review, but this is something that, this is a movie that I loved for a really long time, and I was mentioning to my wife that you could really use it as like an army recruitment tool, because by the end of it, you're really like, I wanna fight for my brothers. But I had its. A lot of people criticize the camera work on it, which some of it, it's not great. But then some of it, I'm not a big fan of like shaky cam, but it really made you feel like you were one of the soldiers from their point of view. And I liked that. But they continued to use it even in moments where you didn't really need it. There were some cool shots, but overall, the cinematography was not great. It could have been a lot better. Aaron Eckhart's performance was amazing. I thought it was really good. There are at times he's just trying to do the best with what he has, and that's the next point. The writing is not very good. It's really not good. There's some of it. The retreat hell, it's very good. It could have been a lot better. The writing could. There was just certain moments where it couldn't decide whether it was like this inspirational movie or this cheesy military adaptation. And another thing Hollywood does is all of the men look like they've been through a battle, and they got cuts and bruises. And then there's Michelle Rodriguez, makeup's perfect, and which they kind of fixed in the last like 30 minutes of the movie. Like now she has cuts on her face. It's just Michael Pena, as always, is amazing, and what he did for his son and the way everything happened. I don't want to give you any spoilers, but if you haven't watched it, he did a really good job, and it was very memorable, I think. He's like one of the characters that I definitely remember. One of the things I didn't notice the first time I watched it is Mickey from Shameless is in it. Completely different character. The guy's got some range. He's definitely got some range. The score was not good. It was very, almost like it belonged in like a 1960, 1970 action movie. It's just very basic and bland. If you picture an action scene in your mind and pick like the cheesiest cliche music you can think of, that's what was playing. That's what was playing. The performances by the other cast members I actually thought were pretty good. I don't think anyone really did a bad job. I would say maybe Lockett, the guy who lost his brother. Sorry for the spoiler. Should have warned you. I didn't think his performance was very good. But Imlay, I thought they honestly all of their performances were really good. Neo, I think he's like a famous rapper or singer or something. He did a very good job. I think he did a very good job. The special effects were given a lot of criticism. I actually didn't think they were that bad. You could tell that maybe they didn't have a lot to work with. It was a decent budget, but they didn't have a lot to work with. But they worked with it. They did like the kind of on TV thing where it's supposed to be kind of, because it's on cable news show. So I think they made a good effort of making the special effects work in their favor. Because you can tell that they focused more on getting a good cast. Because that's what they did. They got a good cast. The writing wasn't great. The directing, I think it was okay. But at the same time, as a director, you're supposed to have your hand in a little bit of everything. So you could kind of put it on him the way the movie turned out. I actually think the aliens looked really good when they were up close. But when they were far away, you could tell that it was not great special effects work. But I still thought it was a good movie, even on the rewatch. It's not as good as I remember, but it's funny, we pointed out the axe, Joey King, being a little kid. I didn't even notice that the first time. Granted, I didn't know who she was yet, but it was even then you could see that she was a pretty good actress. She was just a little kid, and she was kind of making everyone seem like a chump. But they all did the best with what they had. It could have been better. It definitely could have been better. The writing could have been better. The shots could have been better. I did hear that Aaron Eckhart wanted to do a sequel, and as did the director, but they said that they started work on a sequel, but I think that was like 2014 or something when they said that, so I don't think that's happening. And the title of it, You know, I liked it before, and especially like if you look up the title of it internationally, I thought it was kind of stupid. You know, you could have just kept it Battle Los Angeles. I know you're trying to get a international audience, but let's be honest, no one wants to see the American military recruitment video, which is basically what this was. You want to fight some aliens? You want to fight some aliens? If you want to fight some aliens, watch this movie and you can fight some aliens. Yeah. It could have been better. Definitely could have been. Definitely could have been better. From a filmmaking standpoint, I think I'm gonna have to give the movie 5 out of 10. It's just the shots weren't very good. Some of it made sense, but the editing could have been better. It was kind of, it was okay. The editing was not too bad. The writing was not good. It was not good. It had its moments, but you need to like bring it along. You need to bring it along. It needs to kind of have like a continuous, like you can't just have 60% of it bad, 40% of it good, or honestly maybe 20% of it was good. So, and the sound again was cliche. It was not good, but the movie was held up by the performances, and I really don't think the special effects were that bad. 5 out of 10. For my personal score, I'm gonna give it a 6.5 out of 10 because I really loved it when I first saw it, and I think parts of it held up for me. So I recommend you go watch it, maybe a rent if it's on sale for some of you. But if you're into like military, if you're into sci-fi and maybe even emotional action films, it's a good, I think I bought this for like $5 FYE, and it came with Lockout with Guy Pearce, which is also a decent movie. I might do a review about that. 5 out of 10 for filmmaking, 6.5 out of 10 for my personal score. I do recommend that you watch it. I don't know if you want to purchase it, but definitely watch it. Thanks for watching. A new video soon. Thanks for watching RouxViews. Have a nice day. Aliens!